best build? Well, for starters, we'll just go over basically what gear you need for a monk. You want to basically go for vitality, dexterity, and try get double resistance, as much double resistance as possible, because once you get to the stage of Act 3 you're going to need a lot of resistance. And also just try get good gear, some life on hit's good. You need some crit hit damage and some crit hit chance, and 2 good weapons. So let's start off here. So for my primary ability I'm using Fist of Thunder with Thunderclap. So it's a lot quicker killing enemies, because with Thunderclap you teleport towards the enemies when you attack them, and it does quite good damage. For my right click ability I'm using Sweeping Wind. It's basically an AoE, and I'm using Cyclone, so every time I crit when Sweeping Wind is at 3 stacks I spawn a Cyclone that deals AoE damage, which is very good if you've got a lot of crit hit chance, which I suggest you go for. For defensive, number 1 ability I'm using Breath of Heaven, which is a heal, heals you and allies within 12 yards. I'm using Blazing Wrath, which increases your damage by 15% for 45 seconds, so you can have it up all the time because the cooldown is only 15 seconds. And for number 2 I'm using Serenity, because in Act 3 you need defensive cooldowns. For them, Arcane Beams, and I'm using Blinding Flash for my number 3 ability. It's basically stuns targets, and I'm using Faith in Light, sorry. It increases my damage by 30% for 3 seconds. And then I'm using Mantra of Evasion with Backlash, so every time I successfully dodge an attack, I create a burst of flames for 48% weapon damage to all nearby enemies. Then for my first passive I'm using One with Everything, which means you basically stack 1 resistance, but you should go for resistance to all elements plus another resistance, and I'm going for physical resistance. Seize the Tentative, increase your armor by 100% of your dexterity, which is really good. And I'm using Beacon of Tar, or whatever you call it, I don't know how to pronounce that. Reduces all your cooldowns by 15%, which is another good ability. And so basically when you're killing mobs, you just want to have number 4, number 1 up all the time. Just attack with your primary. And Sweeping Winds when you want to AoE, and then just use number 3 if you want to blind enemies, stun them. Number 2 if you need some like protection for 4 seconds. Just go own them games, guys. Hope this monk build, hope some of you will use it, because it is a fairly good monk build. I know there's better monk builds out there, but this is fairly good for me and I like it a lot. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, guys, because it helps us out a lot. And this is Toxicide here from ToxicideGaming. I shall see you next time.